check that out, that method of cooking. Like I use this, right? That, and that's just that self-raising flour and stuff, and you'd make a loaf. That's just fry bread mixture with yeast, and then just some fruit, the fruit that I done up earlier, just for a jam, and that you just the glucosamine, and just portions of sugar with some water, and you just use your Kent. Fuck yeah, man, and it's like so. That's like living off the land to the max, you know. Yeah, it is. It depends. You can toast that baby, you know. Yeah, the other one, I ate the whole fucking meal this morning. And that's how I like living. I don't fancy meat too much, but when I do have some, yeah. And just, using your bug. Yeah, you just use a fucking lunchbox, man, and leave your bug in there and just keep adding flour and yeast to it. I like, where the fuck is it? Oh, there. Yeah, that shit. And it doesn't give a fuck how, you don't give a fuck if it's expired. Be grateful with the old stock that you did have, because it's likely to be not contaminated. And just make do with whatever veggies you have. Yeah, and just, and like, shit like this could go far. Soups and just, shit like this. I don't fancy you. Just, yeah, common household stuff. Yeah, I don't fancy meat. And, yeah, I like vegetables and just onions and garlic and just stuff like this. And just make my own loaves, but use whatever resources I have and my knowledge, especially being out here. And, Minganui, and Minganui and shit. And you can, as long as you've got shit like this, turmeric, shit like that. It's good. And 5 spices, you can coat whatever you like. And just jams, Fijoas. I love the pears down there. It's self-sufficiency to the best. And just using your little fucking fire and shit to its maximum. Depending on how you like it, you could use that fucking thing, and yeah. And self-sufficiency, think about it hard. And just instead of having all fires going at once, you need that fire to heat your water up, and you've got hot water. Self-sufficiency. And just making jams while your fire's going during the day. It's daytime now. You let that cunt go out and use whatever you could, like an oven. It's using your materials well in your mind. It's strategy. And how you would use it. Even rice, you'd because the meat these days is pretty scarce. You'll make your own soups and use like shit, and we like to put shit. We use that shit and just use the broth of it to make other pastas by adding veggies. And noodles, or you could use anything. Tomatoes in a can. It's up to you. And some people had been gifted some, oil or something, and just use it. We're so spoiled here. We're so fucking spoiled. Shit like that. I don't. At the moment, I've gone off the meat and shit, and just diced up tomatoes and stuff. But you'd use that shit to its best, its advantages. Even I noticed some of that shit tastes like dog food to me. And you'll just make do with what you've got. A lot of that, especially during winter, and a lot of olive oil. And whatever butter. And just bread. I love bread, and just making your own jams and stuff, because who the fuck coughed in your food? That's why I had to come home. Rotary is not healthy for me. It isn't. And I went backwards. Now I'm eating shit like this. Honey, you could use it in your food. I love honey and stuff like that. But some of them are twangy. They're good for foods. No matter what it could be. I'm into fruits and meat and, Vegemite and green apple toast, and I love homemade bread. You don't have to have it deep fried. You could just make a loaf. Yeah, and that's just pure smoked. And when you cut it open, it's a yeasty one. Yeah, and just Fijo and apple jam. Yeah, and just be grateful that you've got something in your stomach. But just like this, soup paste could go a long way if you're not, vegetarian and stuff. I love rice cakes, but it's just, yeah, I love rice cakes. And you just add fresh onions and herbs and stuff in it, which are in my garden, or convenience in a packet these days. And it's lovely.